Hi guys, last year I made a video of my top 10 Black Series helmets. Well, a year's gone by and many new releases have come out, including the Black Series Mandalorian helmet, the Black Series First Order Stormtrooper helmet. So I'm going to update that list, and now it's going to be the top 16 Black Series helmets that have been released by Hasbro.
Videos on the Scruffy-Looking Nerf Hoarder channel are intended for audiences of 13 and above.
Hi guys, as always, I am the Scruffy-Looking Nerf Hoarder, and welcome to my channel, where I like to review Star Wars toy weapons that have been released in the last 30 plus years, including Nerf blasters, Super Soakers, Black Series helmets, and much, much more. Now, if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, this would be a great time to click that subscribe button, and I really would appreciate it. Now, today we're looking at Black Series helmets. The Black Series helmets started in 2015 with the Kylo Ren helmet, and they've been releasing one or two every year since. So far, we've had 16 released, 8 have been original molds, and then the other 8 have been the sort of reworkings. Like the Stormtrooper helmet has been released 4 times with different deco on each one. The Boba Fett helmet has been released 4 times as well now, and the Luke Skywalker helmet has been released twice as well. The second time painted as wedges. So I'm going to put together my top 16 helmets. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. So let's get this started. Number 16 on my list is the Poe Dameron helmet, which was released in 2017. This is based on Poe Dameron's helmet from The Force Awakens. You can see there, it's got some great detail on it. This is quite a cool helmet. It has a visor that can move up and down, a microphone that can move as well, and it has removable pads inside for comfort, so you can pull these out and put them back in. It also has a mode where you can push this bit here, which is actually a big button, and it will play BB-8 noises and X-Wing flight sounds, and there's 3 speakers in this which you can hear it. So there's one each side and one at the back, and it's meant to give you an immersive experience. Now I think this helmet is really, really good. It's just, unfortunately, I prefer all the other helmets, so this is last on my list. Number 15 on my list is the Captain Cardinal helmet. Now this helmet is a great build. It's actually really nicely designed, and it feels so sturdy. This is probably the most sturdy helmet that Hasbro have made so far. It's just really nice. You can feel the quality of it. It's got that First Order Stormtrooper design from The Last Jedi, so you can see it's got those actual teeth rather than the mesh going away through. And this is based on a character called Captain Cardinal, who's in, I think he's from a Galaxy's Edge book. I don't know that much about it, which is why it's so low on this list. I just don't have that that love for the character. There's a real disconnect for me there. But the actual helmet I do love, and it does have a voice changer built in. It's not as bad as some of the other helmets as well. And to activate it, there's just a small button there that's built into the helmet. And yeah, really nice helmet overall. Number 14 on my list, it's the Kylo Ren helmet that was released all the way back in 2015. And this was the first Black Series helmet ever released. And it still holds up pretty well, actually. It's a really nice helmet. The chrome effect at the front of Kylo's helmet there is really nicely done. And it's got some wear and tear on there. Now, what lets this helmet down is the actual voice changer is terrible that's installed in it. And also the seam lines. I don't know if you can see that. But the way that this connects together, it just doesn't look very good. It leaves almost like little gaps where the plastic just doesn't quite mash up together. So yeah, it's just not the best. So it's overall pretty good helmet from the front, but when you look a bit more closely, you can see it's got a lot of flaws on it. Now this helmet is really difficult to pick up, just because it's the earliest one, and I think a lot of people back then weren't picking up these helmets. So this is probably going to cost you the most if you're trying to pick it up. Maybe this or the Boba Fett one. They both seem to be going quite high at the moment. But yeah, not a bad helmet, but just, yeah, a few issues on it. Number 13 on my list is the Shocktrooper helmet. And this was a GameStop exclusive in America. Now, this is the first Stormtrooper helmet on my list. There's 4 in total. They're all exactly the same helmet, so they have the same features. The only thing that does change is the deco that's on them. You can see this has got the red marks on there, which signifies it's a Shocktrooper. This one does have a built-in mic, so you can talk like a Stormtrooper, but it is awful. I'd say it's probably the worst feature of this helmet. To activate it, there's a button here which is built into the mold, which is quite nice. You push that and just talk, and it makes your voice sound terrible. The one bad thing I'd say about the actual design of the helmet is the actual battery compartment and the speaker as well for your voice change facility. It's just not very good. You can see it quite easily, and it's a shame that this was put so prominently on the back. This should really be tucked underneath or inside. But overall, pretty great helmet from the front. Number 12 on my list is the Incinerator Trooper, and very similar to the previous helmet that we looked at, the Shocktrooper. This is exactly the same helmet, just with different deco on there. And this time you can see this one's got a bit more wear. They've put some darkened edges around his eyes, I guess because he's near the flames all the time. And you can see it's got some wear on here as well. Now, I personally prefer this look just because I loved in season 1 of Mando how cool these guys were. But I can understand how people think that the wear on there doesn't look that great. So that's why it's not so high on my list. And you can also see it does have that same problem at the back with the speakers and that box as well, all being quite prominent. And next on my list is the First Order Stormtrooper helmet from 2021. And this is exactly the same helmet as the Captain Cardinal helmet. It's just been molded in white instead of red. So you can see inside exactly the same helmet, no differences. And again, this is based on the Last Jedi helmet, not the Force Awakens helmet. So you can see slight differences there, but a great helmet. And this is obviously more of the iconic look than the Captain Cardinal one. Now, a surprise entry on my list at number 10, because this is one of my favourite actual helmet molds, and it's the Re-armoured Boba Fett helmet. Now, the problem I have with this is purely the actual paint job that they've given it, because the actual mold of it is great. I love the design, but I don't know if you can see very well, but on this helmet, it's got different shades of green, and it just doesn't match what I've seen in the show. So after having bought this helmet quite a few times, I've bought this same helmet 4 times now. Being released with these colours is just a bit of a disappointment, really. So that's why it's so low on my list, because there's not really that much new for me in this helmet. So the only thing really I can judge it on is that paint job, and the fact that it's just so lacking. It's just is not very great. You can see that it does have a lot of wear on there, almost too much wear. There's almost like oil marks all over it, which I just don't think looks that great. You can see the inside detailing is great. This is probably the best helmet in terms of design. You can see inside it's got a lot of the workings of Boba Fett's helmet. It's got some squishy parts here. And yeah, it's a great designed helmet. It's just the paint job on this one is so lacking. It had to go low on my list. Number 9 on my list is the Stormtrooper helmet from 2017. And this is really the iconic helmet if you're after one Stormtrooper helmet. I think it looks great. And obviously there's no deco on it. This is the original helmet. It just looks really nice. Now, this is based on the Rogue One helmet. You can see there's some slight differences on these marks. They are indented, whereas I think on the original A New Hope helmet, these weren't indented. You couldn't feel them, whereas you can obviously run your fingers. And I think there's a few other differences as well. So this is based on the Rogue One style Stormtrooper helmet. But I think this looks absolutely great. It's got the same issues as we see in the other 2 helmets that we've already talked about. And you see there the battery cover and the speaker. But what a great helmet. It just looks incredible. Another Stormtrooper helmet, this time the Shadow Trooper. And again, exactly the same helmet, but this one's in black. And everyone knows when it's in black, it's cooler. And the most amazing thing about this one is the eyes. They're really, really cool. It's got those mirrored eyes, and you can see the light bouncing off and going straight back at you. I think that really does make the helmet look just so much better. It really does look incredible. Wonderful helmet. Next on my list is the Wedge Antilles helmet from 2021, and this is the Luke Skywalker helmet repainted in Wedge Antilles colours. And it's a great looking helmet. It has all the same features that the Luke Skywalker one has. It's got the microphone that can move, the pads inside that you can remove as well if your head's a bit too big. It's got the sound effects, so you can get the R2 unit buzz in, and you can hear the X-wing noises. I think it's also got a little switch where you can go into snow speeder mode as well. And you know, Wedge is one of those characters that actually he's a pretty big part in Star Wars. So it's pretty cool that they made this Wedge helmet. And it looks great. The detail on there, the wear on there, for the price point, it really is an amazing helmet. Next on my list is the prototype Boba Fett helmet, and I think this thing looks incredible in white. Again, it's the same Boba Fett helmet design that we saw earlier. This one has a slight variance where they've redone the top, so they've molded a new piece at the top that doesn't have that that dent in the top there. So that's really nice. Unfortunately, they didn't do that at the bottom, so you still have the same sort of wear and tear. You can feel it with your fingers, but I think it looks really great, and it's got that green and red, and I think it looks so classic. It's a really nice looking helmet. You can see inside it's got that detailing as well that the others had. It does have the dent in the top there, so they haven't changed that. But again, the detailing in the inside of this Boba Fett style helmet is great with the little microphones up here. It really does add to it. It's so nice to have that detailing in there. And yeah, a great helmet. Everyone loves Mandalorians, and next on my list is the Death Watch Mandalorian helmet. And this is a great paint job on this helmet. And really, the paint jobs do make and break these, and it really does look nice. Again, it's got that top where there's no dent, so it looks slightly different to Boba Fett's, but it is exactly the same helmet. Overall, you can feel where it's got those Boba Fett dents in there. But I think the paint job on this is just incredible. It looks really, really nice. So I think they've done a great job with that one. You can see inside as well. Does have that dent from the Boba Fett helmet, so, you know, Hasbro doing Hasbro. Number 4 on my list is the Darth Vader helmet. Now, this helmet is really, really cool. I do find it myself hard to display because it is slightly bigger than a lot of the other helmets. But what this helmet's got going for it is the fact that you can remove this top piece, and you can see some great detailing under there, which it's pretty incredible. Let me put the helmet bit down, and you can see that also this bottom piece comes off as well. So you've really got some great things going on there. And inside, the detailing on this one is insane. They've really done some nice work, even on the inside of the mask. You can see it looks like that Revenge of the Sith style when it's coming towards you. No! But yeah, really great helmet. The one thing about this helmet, I find this is the most awkward to wear, because when this is around your throat, it really does feel quite tight, and it's just not very nice. The way this is held together is there's 2 little clips here, and you pull those apart and sort of wrap this around your neck. And you can see it's really tight on me. I mean, it's got a bit of room, but it just feels so small. Now, I don't think I've got any batteries at the moment, but what's really cool is when you pull this apart, you do get the sound effects. So it sort of goes together and you hear these like shh. This is probably the most awkward helmet, but also the nicest helmet. You always want to display it in pieces rather than as it is. And it's all held together by magnets as well. So you can see that bit clips on and this bit, there we go. So it all clips together, and again, it looks quite nice. And the beauty about this is as well, if you're a Spaceballs fan, you can just wear this one, you know, and you can start combing the desert.
Found anything yet? Nothing yet, sir!
Number 3 on my list is the Luke Skywalker X-Wing helmet. And this is really a dream helmet for me. I love the design of this helmet. And Luke Skywalker is my favourite character as a kid, so I just love this helmet. Again, it's exactly the same helmet as the Wedge Antilles helmet, so you can see the visor doesn't move. It's got that microphone that moves. It's got the button that when you press... There you go, you get the gist. You can hear some noise inside. It's got the 3 speakers in it. But yeah, great helmet. The design on it is really nice as well. It's got some really nice wear on the helmet. So it really is pretty cool. Number 2 on my list. What a beautiful helmet. It's the Mandalorian helmet from The Mandalorian, which was released in 2021. And it's a great looking helmet. Absolutely amazing. You can see it's got that sort of shininess to it, but not too shiny. But you can see all the lights in my room bouncing off it and reflecting back out. So it really does make a nice display piece. It just looks really, really great. It's got some detail on the inside as well, which is great. Again, it's completely different mold to the Boba Fett helmet. It's a lot smaller. So if you do have a big head like me, this is probably the one helmet you're going to struggle to actually wear. But that's fine because I like to display my helmets, and I think this looks so good. You can see when you turn it upside down as well, it does have some lights inside, which is a great little feature. They didn't have to include that, but it's nice they did. And I like the fact that they've tried to include unusual electronics rather than just going for the voice changer every time, because they usually suck. Now, you also can remove this little bit at the side, and you can clip on a light. And there we go. Once it's got the light on, you can just switch that one on. There we go. Ooh. And that's quite a nice little feature as well. But definitely worthy of being the second best Black Series helmet, in my opinion. So number one on the list, of course, it's your boy. It's Boba Fett.
You can't beat me. I'm Boba Fett. I'm the greatest bounty hunter ever.
I picked him last year, and I had to pick him again. This is a great helmet. I think this is so far my favourite Black Series helmet they've released. Just the detail on it is incredible. You can see there, look at the wear and tear on this. And it's based on that Empire Strikes Back helmet. It just looks incredible. And it has a few electronic features. You can push this down and this bit lights up. You can remove that bit and see the little target in there. But for me, I'm not interested in the electronics. It's just all about the look. It just looks so great. For the price point, what a great helmet. And this helmet now is getting so hard to pick up. You know, it's almost double the value that it was when it previously came out last year. So if you see this, definitely worth picking it up. It's amazing. Incredible helmet. What can I say? This is the way. Wait, that's the wrong helmet. What is your favourite Black Series helmet? Let me know in the comments below. Is it the Stormtrooper, Kylo Ren, or do you agree with me that it's Boba Fett all the way? Thanks for watching, guys. And until next time, may the foam-flinging force be with you.
Greetings, Exalted One. As a token of my goodwill, I present to you these two videos. Both are about Star Wars weapons and will serve you well. Until next time, may the foam-flinging force be with you.